Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Unbiased Opinion Panel. I am shayreneeonline, and this is my good sis, Deep Conversation.
Oh.
That's what I'm like, girl, you know your name.
Oh, man. I know my name, y'all. My name is Shun, okay? I know my name. How y'all doing out there?
I love it. Like,
I was definitely like, I was thinking about doing the whole intro, so I'm like, girl, I'm just sitting back relaxing. That's it. I got this pillow behind my back and stuff, so I was like,
she said a damn minute. Girl, finish it up. Who said that? Says, what's up, S.J. Renee, dear, and everyone? Hello, how you bees? Cheyenne Brown says, hi, ladies. Hey.
what it
Kalani,
is?
hey, Shay, Sean, and Chad, what up? Sweet P724 says, hey, Shay, Renee, and Sean. Hello. DJ Mo says, R.I.P. Keke. We're going to talk about that, y'all. It's such a sad, unexpected thing. I definitely expecting to see that today. Nola Bay says, hi, Shay and Sean. What up? How you bees? Demi Bell says, hey, gorgeous ladies. Hello, gorgeous woman. Back to you. Who said that? Says, what's up, Sean, dear? Square
Hey,
bitch. Hi, ladies. All right. So, y'all, Ladal71 says, hello, Shay and Sean as well. Our head. We'll make sure we get them all in real quick. So today it was reported that unfortunately the untimely departure of Keke Jabbar to this life happened today. Okay. There's never, ever a way to. I actually read a post from one of my friends just yesterday. And he basically said, when you have relationships with people and different people, people are going to depart your life, right? People are going to leave this life, but never say that it's going to be okay, because that person is now going to experience a different road in life. Like their life is going to change, so they have to cope in different ways. So we can't say, from now on, I'm not going to be like, hopefully everybody's going to be okay. This is definitely a heartbreaking thing to lose somebody. Like, you have 3 children that have lost their mom. And he was young. Like, Keke wasn't even 50 yet. I think she was in her mid 40s.
42.
Wow. So early 40s. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. And we all see Keke doing her thing. Like, I really wanted to see her. She wanted to do a book. She came on reality TV because she always said she wanted to do act. She wanted to do all these different things. And there were some things that happened in her life that were unfortunate, but I can appreciate being able to watch her bounce back from all of those things. So, my condolences to her family. Death is never anything easy to deal with at all. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I just hope that, Tisha was able to resolve anything, or she feels secure in her heart with how their relationship ultimately ended up. I did see, so something that is kind of weird to me though. I saw that a content creator, I'm not going to say her name because it's weird, was basically saying that the family gave her permission to talk about Keke's, passing. I just feel like this is just, as a content creator, I wouldn't even want to be the person to relay that message. I just feel like this is something that must have just happened. Let the family deal with it. Even Tisha posted let us deal with this,
Correct.
on our own type of thing. Everything is not content. Like,
Right.
here, read and
Every
state like you a part of the family, and you're not. And your friend,
yeah.
your aunt, that was just recently talking shit. So it's like you sitting up here, you're not even, I don't even think you've, met the family, in my opinion. And you up here thinking that you can be the spokesperson for this family. I just think that that's sort of disrespectful. And I would never have taken on that task. I'm just saying, for me personally.
Right.
I would let the family, like, say what they need to say, heal in their own time, or
Hmm.
it's very fresh. It's not your moment. Like, this is not a time to be trying to get clicks and views. You know what I mean?
Right. I
Yeah.
think for me, and definitely condolence to the family, Scott's family, the Jabbar family, everybody. Um, it is tragic that this happened. I was super shocked. And when I saw it this morning from Trisha, she never put a name. So I didn't think, Keke, I would be honest, that was the furthest from my mind that it was
Yeah.
Keke. And but then when I saw it later on, I was like, oh wow,
Right.
this is Keke, so I really do hate this. For people who've been following me, and for those who do not know, of course, y'all don't know because I haven't said anything, but my channel is demonetized. So if y'all are wondering why it's not sharing on my channel, this is why. Okay. We'll
Mm,
talk about that another day, another hour. It ain't going to be today. Okay. So, but for those who've been following me, y'all know when it came down to the Letitia, Wanda, and Keke thing, my question have always been, what is your end result? Because y'all are family at the end of the day. If
mhm.
this show is to pass away, and I always use the show as an example, never a person. If this show was to go away, y'all still going to be family at the end of the day. And I hate that whatever the court issues, minute issues, silly issues, hard issues were, that it played out on TV, so tough that they talking about each other so bad, and now y'all have lost somebody unexpectedly, and you never got a chance to say I'm sorry. To our knowledge, I don't know that. Let me say that. For so we they never got a chance allegedly to mend the broken pieces and say I'm sorry or let's fix it,
Mm,
because whatever they want to blame it on, the show, whatever the case may be, look where it's gotten y'all.
yeah.
And I'm gonna tell y'all, this happened in my family. My cousin lost her mother, um, and they were not talking for weeks.
Wow.
And her mother, my aunt, passed unexpectedly.
Mm-hmm.
And when something happened like that, it's hard to get over it. It's hard when you're not at peace with a person,
Mm-hmm.
because look at so much time you will let pass by.
For
And
silly.
silly stuff. And I know we can get on here and we can laugh, we can kiki, and we can shade, and we can all of this. But at the end of the day, y'all, look, talk to your folks.
Yeah.
talk to your folks. Even if you out with somebody and you ain't seeing eye to eye with somebody, just don't say I'm sorry, whether you wrong or not, and let your conscience be clear. But this is a hard thing to kind of get over, and they saying Miss Wanda is taking it hard. And I'm sure she is. The most part, the people that is doing the most talking, they take it the hardest at death.
Right. Because you was the same one saying my little niece and talking trash. And, you think, see, here's the thing. And I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to discredit anybody's grief, right?
Correct. And I agree with that too.
I'm not ever going to do that. I do believe that Miss Wanda loved Keke, and if
I
she
agree.
does, then I'm led to believe that, right?
Hmm.
But I do believe that there's a level of regret that's going to be
I
settling
think so too. I
from,
think so too.
yeah. And we all we got to stop acting like we are guaranteed to see somebody tomorrow.
That's true. That
I,
is so true.
every day I ask myself, and this is something I learned from my husband: is the juice really worth the
The
squeeze?
squeeze is it? And y'all know that's literally been my question from
Mm-hmm.
the beginning.
Yep.
It has always been my question because we can say we don't like Letitia, we can say we don't like Wanda, we can say we don't like Keke, whoever side of the fence you fall on. I don't care. But at the end of the day, I feel like all of them went too far, all in the name of TV. And
Yeah.
all in the name of let me prove why I'm right and you wrong. All in the name of, I can get YouTube views or I can get Facebook views. Like all of this went on for what? Because again, at the end of the day, after all of that was finished, they're still your niece.
Exactly.
They're still your cousin. They're still your aunt. However it may fall, it is still that. So I think the biggest thing for me is I hate how they ended the relationship, especially when somebody dies suddenly.
Yeah. I,
That's my thing.
I keep forgetting my government is on that. I got to, yeah. Remind me to make some changes.
Yes, ma'am.
No, I'm talking about. Okay.
I know you're talking about.
But yeah, I just think that I just think that it's just really it's really really unfortunate. Is
Hmm.
and I just think that again, yes, we're talking about it. So one would say, well, you're using this as content too, but it's out there. People know about it, right? And we want people
Hmm.
to respect the privacy of the family, but for
Yeah.
me to be coming out here and I've
Doing
got
a press release.
yeah, I've gotten DMs about what the potential cause of death was, and but am I going to sit up here and talk about it? No, I'm not going to do that because
Yeah.
place to do that. Okay. And
Yeah.
I feel like one of the sources I have, this person never has lied to me and
Hmm.
very credible. But again, I have common sense enough to know that this is not my place. You know what I mean? Sometimes information can come to you, but that doesn't mean you need to share it in the
And
public.
can I say something? Let me say this.
Mhm.
Because I usually say I'm gonna be the one to shake the table. And
Mhm.
my name is Deep Conversation with Sean. Let me be deep for a hot second.
Mhm.
I was watching a video and I ended up cutting the video off because some of the comments that was being said. I don't give a good flat-footed whatever if y'all do not like Letitia, Letitia or Wanda. They lost a loved one.
Mhm.
And I literally saw a comment that says, "Why would I pray for the Scots?" And
Not in here.
no, 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 no. In
Oh.
the other video I looked at,
Oh, wow.
we should not be that numb, that dehumanized that we cannot find sympathy for a person. For people we do not know, for whatever reason, I got to keep adding it hard on.
Yeah.
We don't know these people to have this much hatred in our heart
Right.
because you would never want nobody to respond that way to you and your loved ones. We
Ex-
got to be careful what we let come out of our mouths because the same venom that you spit out, don't think that what you put down in the ground ain't gonna grow out and you ain't gonna reap what you sow.
Mhm.
And that was devastating. This is a TV show, and we see 25% of these people's lives, if we see that much.
Mhm. No, I agree. I agree. I
And
think
I had to say that. I thought that was so uncool for somebody to actually type that. Come on now, y'all. Losing family is hard. Whether y'all on good terms or not, it's hard. And that was still her family at the end of the day.
exactly. Exactly.
So
Yeah, I just think that all of the immaturity, all of the foolishness needs to be laid to rest. Like
Yeah,
really, if this is not
this
enough,
ain't the time.
yeah, if this is her, unfortunately, her untimely passing should be a wake up call for this cat.
Thank you.
Stop with the
Same
bull.
thing I said.
Yeah, it should really be a wake up call for everybody on this cast. Stop blaming millimeters. Stop coming down on Melody. Stop making up stuff. Stop the
Mhm.
honestly, the show just need to go away at this point.
Baby, you know I've been team cut the show.
It's too much.
You know I've been team cut the show. And after this, I'm definitely like, cut the show.
Yeah,
It's time to cut the show.
because I haven't seen Carlos King come out and say anything.
Oh,
You know,
mm,
I would think that you would have something to say. Maybe he's still trying to confirm it, but yeah, I don't know. I just think that this is really really sad. I feel so sad for her children and her husband,
yes,
um,
yes,
and all of her family for that matter. And I just pray for the family and their comfort because this again, death brings out a new layer of life for you.
definitely.
Know?
Hmm.
And this is truly going to be a test to them. It really, really
Yeah,
is. And I just, again, I will reiterate, really didn't appreciate seeing somebody that's not even in their family using this as content. You coming out here and being a spokesperson for their family and not even professionally. Like, you just reading off a piece of paper. Like, I was so disgusted. Why?
hmm,
I'm like, I know her mother did not. Her mother probably don't even know you. Like, why would she be like, yeah, get homegirl to go ahead?
right.
But yeah,
Yeah. And I'll say this. I know they about to, well, maybe I don't know. I'm just assuming, just based off past seasons, that this, we'll probably be wrapping up the first half of this season soon.
hmm,
Carlos Kane,
yeah,
don't bring the show back so
girl,
soon, because I know you still under maybe some type of contract agreement. So I understand contract wise that you'll have to fulfill it, but don't bring it back. They need some space, especially in this situation, because you have Letitia who's gonna, I don't know if she'll be able to film.
yeah,
I don't know if she'll be able to film and get through these things and be walking around numb, and she already don't say much anyway. Um
yeah. And it's
but
a lot. I mean, and let's be real and very clear. You were Tisha was upset with Melody because she felt like her and Keke were conspiring against her.
mhm,
Melody on the set that's going to push them 50 steps back if her mom being sued by Mel isn't already 20 steps back.
yeah,
That's going to bring up some misdirected anger inside of her, which
mhm,
I just see all hell breaking loose. This is
yeah,
right space. I think that they definitely need to have as long of a hiatus as like Real Housewives of Atlanta does in between seasons, because
yep, they need a break. They definitely need a break, and
2 or 3 months in between seasons is not long enough.
it's not long enough. They definitely need, at this point, baby, we'll see y'all in January 2025.
Yeah,
And if I had to vote, just end it right here. Don't bring it back at all. Just end the child, because
yeah.
uh,
I,
this is a lot.
I did want to. I was trying to save a comment. Someone said Carlos King should be given grace, like sometime to process this. I forget. Oh, here it is. Sweet Sass says, I think Carlos should be given some grace to process it. This is a lot. And I agree. I agree. You
Hmm.
never know what his relationship was like with Keke. Um, or with his cast at all. He says that he has relationships with all of his cast. Um,
Hmm.
Mel probably is she was supposed to, somebody even talked about Mel was supposed to go live at 2:30 on TikTok to talk about some more things. Like she was going to release some more information. about
Mm-hmm.
lying, and she didn't even go live on TikTok.
And you know what? I think this affects everybody on
Mm,
their cast,
yep,
because even with Mel and Keke, they had a little falling out. That
yep,
don't mean it was bad blood, because just because you stop talking to somebody don't mean everything has to, you know, be in bad taste and bad blood. But
right,
that's also a blow to her, because she considered her a friend as well.
yeah.
And to lose your friend,
That's
and
a
suddenly, and then again, we're not talking. Like, this Kiki thing is affecting everybody across the board. This just not a Wanda and Letitia situation. Like, this is, it's gonna affect everybody
yeah. For
across the board on that cast. So even with Stormy, they was creating a relationship. Tiffany, who's no longer on the show, who had, you know, a little piece of beef, like, it's gonna hit everybody. So I think they need to take a lot of time, because this isn't just a Scott's thing, and like, we'll be able to, like, oh God, I'm sorry for your loss.
mm,
Everybody knew her on
yeah,
that cast. Everybody knew her. So
yeah.
whew,
And you're right. Time up, loved. Not only is Mel hurting, we have to remember Kiki and Mel shared a best friend. So Mel probably is making sure their friend is okay as well. Yeah, I.
mhm.
But yeah, that is wow. This is definitely a hard pill to swallow. And again, my heart goes out to the family and just praying that you know they can somehow come together through all of this. I really.
Yeah. Yep.
But so y'all, let's talk about something that we have been trying to talk about for a minute. We're going to segue into something else here, to lift our spirits just a little tad, little bit.
Hmm.
I want to know, Sean, what are your thoughts on this whole Kenya situation?
Oh, how dreadful.
Get quit?
How dreadful.
Yeah.
How Kenya. Kenya.
Mm,
How is it that you messed up your own bag? Girl, did nobody do this?
mm,
You
mm,
did this for and to yourself. Um, I do not feel bad for Kenya at all. Not even a little bit.
mm,
Kenya is 50 plus whatever years old. Girl, we are past the point of saying production made me do it. Please. That is something that you should let Brooklyn say.
mm.
Not you with your age of 55, almost knocking on 60 years old. No, ma'am.
Girl.
And it's giving, y'all were mad over this whole Phaedra and Portia thing for a rumor, and you feel like it's okay to post somebody doing a below job and it's cool.
Yeah. Well, see, it was a picture of a dingaling and,
Right.
and the girl's picture. So she just put the dingaling pointed towards the girl's mouth. It was a picture of. But I'm like, why would you do that? Like, that's very immature. And you supposed to be, this is your salon opening, and you doing some ghetto stuff like that. Like, you
Self-sabotage.
want to be funny and carrying on. But you know what? Kenya has been getting away with so much stuff that is
So much.
you putting scepters in people's faces, showing up to you haven't showing up to people's events with Kenya Moore hair care.
With a whole band. Yep.
The stuff that you do is funny, but
Hmm.
it's very disrespectful. So yeah, I just think that Kenya went too far. She really did.
Yeah.
And if
I
they
think
because she allegedly made up this dungeon rumor or whatever, then Kenya can get gone for putting a dick on a picture.
and see, that's my thing. And that's why I didn't understand how Candy came out in defense and say, oh, people too sensitive and you can't tell nobody how to respond. And I'm like, now wait a minute, Candy. Hold what you got, friend. Because you sound like a whole hypocrite out here in
Girl.
these streets. Because if it would have happened to you, girl, you'll be still crying to this day.
Exactly.
Still crying. Somebody brought up saying that how she was acting, Candy, as in she was acting about the Marlo situation when they kept bringing up the pow pow in her restaurant, and how
Mhm.
she was crying, and why would you bring this up, and I told you we can't do this, but yet now you want to defend her and say people too sensitive. Now
'Cause-
how is it too sensitive, but you was just crying over here?
yeah, because that's her friend. She gonna, you know what? It's a lot of double standards that go on in this
Clearly.
place. You know, Candy is very sensitive and will cut somebody off in a second if they not doing what she expects them to do. But it's okay for people to, oh, that's just funny. She put a dick on there. Okay. But apparently this is something that this girl did. She has a video out here of her giving head or whatever. So
Hmm.
it was just kind of like a ode to the video that she did. So it's
Right.
okay, you went too far. And my thing is, Kenya, why are you allowing some newbie to take you all the way there like that?
But she allowed everybody to take her there. People go up for Kenya, and I be like, Kenya has been mean since she came on this show. Now,
Yeah,
don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Kenya hadn't had no good moments. I'm not saying that Kenya hadn't had no reads and she was funny. I'm not saying that. How to the ever? Her bad has always outweighed her good. That's
yeah,
just my personal opinion with Kenya. Her bad has always outweighed her good. And I don't understand again, why did you allow this moment? Girl, y'all got a whole season to film.
yeah.
A whole freaking season to film. You did this at your event?
Mm-hmm.
Yo
Sadly.
event. Girl, don't you go around there to Carlos crying no more. Cause you did this to yourself. This was for you. And you did it to yourself. I don't feel bad for Kenya at all, not even a little bit.
Child. Well, that's
And
still
even for Candy to say, "Oh, it's something that was true." Okay, do we not know what revenge P is?
exactly.
Nobody doubted the fact that she didn't do it. Nobody said that it wasn't her. The point is, they blew up a picture to
Yeah,
embarrass this lady and showed in front of other people off guard. And when you look up revenge P, it breaks down. One of the words being in the title, revenge. You're doing it to be vengeful. Hence, girl, why you gotta get fired? This is why.
girl. First of all, production needs to just take that whole clip out. They good for not showing something. Don't
I
even,
don't think they can show it, period. I think they just not gonna show it at all.
yeah. And Kenya, I just think that that's just too much. You need to grow up. At some point, you
Grow up.
got to grow up, and everything can't be in the name of entertainment. At some point,
Correct. And
else
that's my thing.
we
And
going.
here's, you could have fought her even because there's audio out, y'all. You're going in talking about even Yo Gotti. Shout out to Yo Gotti, Memphis, M Town. He was like, even Yo Gotti telling you to Snapchat that P.
Oh
Y'all
wow,
know what the P is. Like, y'all
yeah,
go listen to the audio. It's like you're going in on a woman for what, girl?
girl.
Like, you're going this hard in the paint. And it's crazy to me how a lot of people are okay with what Kenya's saying and doing. And by saying that, oh, they must have did something to her. What Kenya did is calculated. But for her to make a whole trifold folder, print out words, have a picture, this is pure calculation.
Girl, for you to peruse the internet to look for that dick and put it on a picture of her, that's too much time out of your day, sis.
And
That's
more
just,
time, more than anything, Candy, because I got to call you out, Candy, saying it's on the internet. There's nowhere on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter that you can show or post a picture of you doing some type of performance. There's nowhere that you can do that. That means that they had to go and pay some money on her OnlyFans
to see it.
to see it and screenshot.
Mm, mm, mm. Child, listen. I don't understand the foolishness, but again, Kenya continues to put herself in these sticky situations, and
Mm-hmm.
she got to get her stuff together because it's getting old. It has gotten old, and now it's gotten her fired. So hope
Got
you.
her fired. She up out this bug.
Yeah, you said what?
I said Shonda got her fired. A lot of people saying she not fired. And at first, even her tune was changing because she was like, nobody has came out and said anything. And somebody made a good point on another video I was watching, and they were like, they brought up when Andy was doing his podcast, and he was like, Andy is going to let the housewives tell whatever story they want to tell
Mm-hmm.
and let them spin the narrative. So if they want to say they walked away and they really got fired, he was like, they're not going to go out and combat it. They just gonna leave it for what it is. But
You know what? At this point, leave, go, whatever, child. She gonna be on some Lifetime movie. She gonna have to make some money to keep that damn hair salon open and keep her house running. So them eight
and they
hundred.
pay good money, man. That's a big chunk of a check.
That.
And unfortunately, you're
Mm-hmm.
not a Candy Birds where you got 15, 30 jobs lined up.
Right. Right. So, girl, and you can't be video vixen no more. You too old. So, hey, good luck.
And
Good
your sperm donor only giving you $3,000 a month. So
child. And did she finally get a damn divorce?
yeah, I guess. I don't know. I guess. I feel like she was never married, allegedly. I
Child.
don't think she was ever married, but y'all was only married for 30 seconds and it took y'all 9 years to get a divorce. It's crazy to me. Y'all had no assets, y'all had nothing together.
Well, there's that. But y'all, moving on. Let's talk about Sunny. Sunny from Love and Marriage Huntsville. Sunny then came out and said, Destiny, you best to shut your trap for I tell why you really got a divorce from your husband. Okay. So I want to see, let me see if I should, can I play the audio? I'm going to play the audio, y'all. I'm going to find it. I know I watched it earlier. Give me a second to find the video. But there is audio that I heard from Destiny in her on her podcast that she has. It comes on every Monday, which I know.
Disney got a podcast?
Yeah, girl, don't nobody know about it because it don't have no views on it. Because ain't nobody don't nobody want to see that. But yeah, she has some audio where she's talking about um that's messed up if she does that because her child is involved. So what that leads me to believe is that, oh, here it is. I think it's in here. Hold on. I'm going to play it in a second. But what that leads me to believe is that there was a discrepancy in paternity. Maybe there was a point where LeBerick thought that your son wasn't his.
But I agree with that. But would that be enough to like crush little man?
She's saying that it would actually make Sunny. Oh, hold on. So this is from Show Style and Spirit. We're not going to comment on every this week, and that was the threat to speak about your divorce. So I just wanted to give you an opportunity to address that. Well, first and foremost, to come out here and like expect for people to make up, lies, side sheet productions and stories and these lackluster receipts about things I've already admitted to. All that is
What you admit to?
it comes with this nothing. This world. But when you start saying things like I'm gonna expose why you
is a different level because not only is it, there is an information that you would like to share, it's what I told you as my producer. That's number one. Number two, now you're playing with my family. Now you're trying to tell a story that only I can tell. And there's a reason why I've slow walked this story, and I've been very careful and delicate about what I say because there's a child involved, and I don't play about mine at all. So that statement is either you share it and it's going to make you look worse of an individual, or you're going to lie. And again, there's still a child involved. So for me, it's like, if you want to share a receipt, be ready for the consequences because I promise you I don't play by my baby.
Girl, shut up. Here, let me say this, okay? I'm sick and tired of Destiny. What you just admitted was that it must have something to do with the paternity. In my opinion, it sounds like it has to do with paternity. But riddle me this, Batman. You sat up there in the beginning, you're saying you don't care. Then you acting crazy at the end towards, but you gonna look bad and da-da-da-da-da. Then earlier somebody was reporting that she was going to the network about Sonny releasing this information, because what it sounds like to me, in my opinion, is that Destiny wants to drag this information out because she ain't gonna talk about shit on the show, and then until we ready to be like, oh, just fire her already, then she'll release the information. But I feel like she never really will release anything because it has to do with her. I feel like she didn't know whether that baby was that man's son or not, in my opinion. And so that's why he made her. Why is your husband about to leave you in 3 weeks after you had a kid and asking for a paternity test?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. I don't think that this is anything that Destiny may have told her at all. I think this is pillow talk from Sonny and Moses. But let me bring it on home for you all the way. Destiny, fuck you. Because you sat at a dinner table filming Melody's children with fucking Arion sitting there. But it's not okay for somebody to air your tea out. But you and your kid is off limits, blah, blah, blah. But you sitting on Instagram knowing that Melody can't even film her kids. Even that bastard Martell can't even film his children. But you are going to sit up there and put on your Instagram a video of their children sitting there with the very same bitch that broke up their marriage. I don't give a damn. Let me tell you something. I have a friend right now. We are not close anymore, okay? But I would never do no shit like that to her. Never. I would never spray her tea. I would never, ever, ever disrespect her like that. Absolutely not. So fuck you, Destiny, because that is trifling. You sit up here and it pisses me off that I saw that. Because it's like, you think you're an exception to the rule. You can do all this shit to other people, but can't nobody do shit to you. What is that? And then you're going to sit up there. You even lied and try to make it seem like Mel was, if Dustin wasn't such a good interviewer, okay, you going to sit up there and lie and make it seem like Mel was over LeBarrick's house. When he said, she was like, yeah, I FaceTime, my son, my ex or whatever, and Mel was in the background. Remember she said that in the Dustin interview?
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Like, oh, wow. So Melody was at his house? And it forced Destiny to tell the truth. See, this is the shit that she do. She like to leave shit out. If Dustin hadn't asked her that question, it wouldn't have forced her to tell the truth. So then Destiny had to say, "Oh no, she was at his restaurant, and her and the kids were there, and I heard them in the background. So she said hello." But you're trying to make it seem like she was at his house.
On some other stuff.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the shit that you be on. Girl, boo and bye to Destiny. Girl, bye.
Yay. Okay, so I got a question, friend. What made Sonny say, "Don't make me tell your tea"? What happened right there?
Because she's tired of Destiny constantly talking about them. And you know what? At this point, at this juncture, I'm just like, you know what? Because she's mad that Destiny keeps on saying, why y'all on my show? And, this, that, and the third. Destiny, you wouldn't have a story if it wasn't for Sonny and Moses. Because nobody would have brought you. What the hell are you talking about? What's T? What's going on in your life? Because apparently you hold on to old T.
Her
And
words were she's gonna slow walk
yeah, you slow walk.
this. Girl,
Girl,
my
why?
grandmom is walking faster than you, and she's in her 90s. So
Don't have a story. You're dry. It's tired and delayed, and I'm over it. I'm just really sick and tired of, even if these people only getting $2,500 checks, y'all don't deserve $2 for the shit that y'all giving us. It's trash.
I'm
But
gonna say this. Let me say this, child. Now for Sunny, I do need Sunny to pipe down. I would need her to go and have several seats. And this is why I'm saying this, friend, is because you started talking first
mm-hmm.
and going at Destiny. And Destiny ain't woman enough to talk to me. And Destiny is this and Destiny is that. Like, so you started this whole bull crap. And I don't feel like it's Sunny's place to tell the reasoning behind it. That's just me. Especially when it's something you started. Like you started this boo boo show. So I don't understand as to why it's such a big deal for you to feel like you need to expose her. Now, on the flip side, when it comes down to Destiny, now Destiny, you can't do certain things to people, and like you said, and then think it ain't gonna come back on you.
Right. Right.
What you did to Mel, whether you did it to the full extent of what Sonny is doing or have, whatever the case may be, you did it to some extent. Like you've done it. So it's almost like you getting a little piece of your pie back, but please stop talking about how you finna slow walk something. Girl, it's been 15 years. If you ain't told it in all this, then it don't even matter. That's
Child,
just my point. It don't even matter. And I'm gonna tell you by the words of Funky Dineva, baby. Don't let nobody spray you with your own tea.
period.
So if she's already threatening you with it, if you got a podcast, just gonna put it out there. Cause don't let no, cause now the sting will be gone when and if Sunny drops it. So that'll be my advice to you, Destiny girl. But you'll think next time by posing up with other people and taking other folks' sides, and now you find yourself in this same situation and you mad. Now that's to you, Destiny. Now, Sonny, girl, sit your tail down somewhere
You
and
know,
shut up.
child, you know what? Have at it, Sonny. Say it, spray it all down the road. Tell it all. But let me shout out to somebody's mama, AAW 1976. Thank you so much for your $2 super chat. I super appreciate you. She says Destiny says she can have Moses today. Yeah, she can have him in the bedroom. That's about it. Let me say this, okay? Because Destiny keeps on talking about. First of all, we see the waterworks over Moses. She's so upset over Moses, but we didn't see you this upset over Laberic. Okay, that's number
Not
one.
even a little bit.
A little bit. Number two, this man has been literally fucking you for 15 years. Let's just keep it a buck. You've been getting dick down to the ground for 15 years, and he ain't never put a ring on it. That coochie tied and delayed, okay? He don't want it. He don't want that, okay? Now, he done got Sonny's coochie. Hers might be tied and delayed too, but at least they probably got a coin. He ain't got to fly that puss back and forth from Huntsville to St. Louis. It lived there. And he probably feel like he ain't got to give her money, okay? Because she got her own money. He tired of taking care of you chicken head hoes, okay? Why I got to keep flying you out? Then when you get here, you don't even want to cook. You don't want to do nothing. You got big D energy. And I'm over here being Molly the maid taking care of you. If I want to take care of a bitch, I can just get a bitch just close by. That's just my whole thought process. Like Destiny expects things from people that she's not going to give them in return. You hanging out with Belinda, and Belinda got the kids, got Martell and Melody's kids at her house. You know, he talking about Mel got 21 babysitters, but then he taking the children over one of his child. I don't even want it. One of his hoes house. Okay. But Mel got 21 babysitters. You know, it's the it's the audacity. That's just what it is. It's a lot of audacity running in and out of this show. They are doing Olympic numbers on the level of audacity
Literally.
running through.
Let me say something, because I saw somebody, I can't remember who said it, or it don't went up now, but it was saying, somebody asked me, was it okay for Destiny to talk about Mel's business? And I said that it wasn't, y'all. I said that it wasn't okay. I was saying, I was speaking from both sides. When I spoke up Sonny, I was saying, hey, Sonny, girl, just sit down. Like, this ain't your business
Mhm.
to tell this. And then when I went to Destiny, I said, that's what you get for, always talking about somebody else. And now that the shoe was on the other foot, now you can't handle it. So,
Well, you know what? Here's the thing. It depends on how she got the information. Because my thing is, Moses may have been pillow talking. That's his wife. And if it had to do with him, you know what I'm saying?
now
If it,
I'm gonna bring up this question like we used to bring up when we was talking about Ariana and Martell. Baby,
Mhm.
what we not finna do is
Mm,
sit up here and pillow talk about no other heifer in my bed.
okay.
Okay. The D belongs to me. So we don't need to talk about nobody who you've been dinged down. Allegedly, if that's the thing. That's where that comment is coming from. Like, we
Right.
not about to do this. And I do feel like Destiny girl, like the people don't like you, so it is not gonna see it for you. It is what it is. Sorry, boo. And then Sunny, I feel like you fighting too hard for something that is, if you feel like it's rightfully yours and you got it the right way. Like you fighting real hard, friend. Like, for why?
At this point, I wouldn't even care what Destiny is saying. Like you and Moses, you got him. So don't even worry about it, her at this point.
That's my thing with Sunny. Like, I don't think that she needs to go. And again, I get it. It's TV, storylines, entertainment purposes. Understood. But again, if you're looking for longevity on this show, friend, we can keep talking about how she's still borrowing money from the mailman. We got it. We understood. Got it. But that's not going to last you, because now we don't know nothing about you.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Because you making everything about Destiny.
Yeah. Girl, but see, Destiny, I just can't get with her. I can't feel sorry for her because every time I try, I just remember some shady shit that she done. She been doing 15 interviews over the 15 years. She did 15 interviews to take up for the 15 years she got fucked on and didn't get married. And all the interviews you done told 15 lies, okay? I am tired of her. I'm tired of her. It's okay for her to bring up the fact. It's not okay for Mel to bring up the fact that she gave you money, but then you can come back and talk about how you was helping her get rental cars, but you didn't. You was lying about that. It's
Right.
okay for Mel to distance herself from you and not want to be talking to you, but you can go over here and justify everything. You didn't want to make differences between Mel and Martell. You was gonna remain neutral.
Right.
Martell,
Mm-hmm.
you need to pick a side because you was his friend first. Why are you so delusional?
Yeah.
Then over here sitting with the mistress and the kids. Then you over here and somebody asks you on one of your 15 interviews what you think about the revenge peace stuff. And she's like, well, I'm just praying for them. No, bitch, that's not an opinion. You should say, I think that that's wrong. That
Correct.
if he did that, that is absolutely wrong. But you wanted Melody to distance herself from LeBerick. You didn't like that Melody was going over there eating the food and had him catering stuff for her events. But you could still hang out with Martell. If anything, Melody could say that she knew LeBerick before you. So, girl, the double standards are absolutely atrocious. It really,
I
really.
agree. I agree. The double standards are definitely there. And, Destiny girl, you just, girl, talk. You say a lot and say nothing at the same time.
Mhm.
And I think if she continue to keep doing this, you are leaving open space for other people, i.e., Sonny, to spill your tea because you won't say nothing. And at this point, I don't want to say it's fair game because I don't think that, Sonny girl, just be quiet. I'm standing on it, but at the end of the day, again, you reap what you sow. You can't be doing stuff to other people and then think it ain't gonna come back
Right.
and get you in some capacity. It's gonna get you.
Or
And here go your capacity, girl.
or telling
Sonny is ready to spill beans.
yeah, or telling half stories to get sympathy. Like
Yeah.
Stormy. Like you are constantly the victim. And it's like you are not the victim, ma'am. You are a liar. And it's really annoying. You over here every Monday with your kookaburra sits in the old gum tree, life coach that ain't giving you no goddamn good advice. She's sitting over here being Patty fucking Betty right on with you. I'm
Yeah.
girl, listen. And you know what? I want Sunny to let it go, but at this point, Destiny wasn't even claiming Moses as her man. She
And
was,
that part too. So
yeah, y'all was just fuck buddies. So guess what? He was free game to do whatever with whoever. So
that's true as well. That's true. It's
yeah,
a lot of, this is not a black and white situation. This is a
no,
very gray,
yeah,
a very great situation. But girl, go
um,
and get on your podcast. I didn't know you had one friend. Go and get over there and tell the folks what happened, what had happened
girl, she
a
ain't gonna.
few years back. Go tell the people what had happened.
Not when winning all the time says Shay, why do you hate Destiny? So I actually don't hate Destiny. Honestly, I don't want it to come off that way. You know what I don't like? I don't like liars. That's what I don't like. So I'm just pointing out the obvious bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't hate anybody. Honestly, I don't know these people enough to hate them. But from what I see and what's going on, I'm just tired of the bullshit. And I just feel like at this point it's not entertaining and she just need to go. Like
Yeah.
anybody on the show that I feel like is not entertaining anymore and it's just like enough is enough. I think enough is enough with her. I really do. And I'm
Mhm.
just tired of everybody sitting up here making everything Melody's fault. I just don't like it. I don't like it. So it's not that I don't dislike anybody on this show, but I do dislike a lot of their ways and a lot of stuff that they do. And I can't stand a damn liar. So
Mhm. Yeah. I think. Well, Destiny. I don't know, girl.
child.
I gave you my advice.
And
I'm sure you ain't gonna take it, but there you go. There you have it, girl. Go put your own tea out.
stop talking
Yeah.
about anybody else. Talk about you. Like, and you shaking in your little boots, ma'am, over whatever Sonny got to say. Clearly, it's something that's really gonna make you look bad because you just running to the corporate office to complain, child. Allegedly.
And
But
it was the slow walk for me.
yeah,
How much slower do you want it to be?
child.
Because you ain't, and for her to also say that you and I already told your truth, girl, what part? And did
But
I blink and did I miss it? Because I don't know nothing. And I don't catch every last one of her interviews. I will be honest. So maybe she have said it. I just ain't seen the video. Uh, but from the few I've seen, people are pretty much asking you the same questions, girl, and you ain't saying nothing.
absolutely.
So I think you need to speed up a little bit and stop slow walking and get to the point and say what you need to say. And there you have it. And won't you just stay out of everybody's business and mind yours?
That part. Okay. That part. But moving on from her because yeah, I'm done. I'm over her and the foolishness. Like, can't nobody do nothing to you, but you can say
Correct.
about everybody else, and that
Mm-hmm.
grinds my gears all the way down. But move,
Yep.
um, Ken. did an interview with Dustin. Okay.
Oh, okay.
We learned that Kent, I think his name is Kent. That's his real name. Um, First of all, Ken, um, I just want you to go on and leave little gate mouth. Just leave it. The gate is closed because we can't hear nothing come out. Her tongue can't even get out to enunciate her words. Okay, I need you to go ahead and just let it go. She don't want you. She don't want you. She don't want you. Okay. And it's sad because this guy Ken, he's a really good dude. Like his ex that he was with, he's been in her daughter's life since the daughter was 2 years old. So he really doesn't have any biological children.
Oh, okay.
Care of that daughter since she was 2 years old. Now she's 13, and he with the other chick. But he talks about how well he co-parents with the other chick and the little girl's daddy and stuff. And I'm like, wow, he don't really have nothing to do with this little girl, but he's still in her life. And he says that, it's just really sad because with Trisha's husband, it's not like that. Like he's like, it's been a couple of times where he almost had to go there with the dude. He said he paid for a trip for all of them to go to Florida as a family. And the dude Marquez, I think that's her ex, was like, the ex was like, thank you for coming. And Kent was like, you motherfucker, like in his head, he was like, you motherfucker, like, I paid for this trip. What you mean? No, thank you for coming, nigga. Like, the fuck? How you gonna tell me thank you for coming?
Friend, read time up, love. Comment. That's why my mouth dropped.
Baby, Ken is a good man, Savannah. My doors.
Somebody beat you to the punch, friend. Somebody beat you. They got to him before you.
That is hilarious.
Okay.
I need to love this comment 10 times, okay? And I guarantee, let me tell you something. Time up, love. I guarantee them DMs are the cup spilleth over. Okay.
Okay.
It's some
That is true.
okay, bust it wide open and then tell them bring it back. Okay.
I don't catch all the comments, but every now and then my eye catch one of them. There was one on time up. There was one of them. I caught them, my friend.
That's but yeah, girl. So he was just talking about how he was concerned about the oldest son. It made him happy that the oldest son was okay with them being together and moving on. And that, the daughter he said the daughter is like his heart, like he loves his daughter. And the daughter is like, oh, I finally have a sister, like, because I guess she's close with the little girl that he's raising. But he says that Trisha pops off, like she is the type of person that'll pop off. So he just kind of like is there to calm her down. And the ex is disappointed that she's changing. Like he's used to her being a certain way. But you know what? I only said that part because if Trisha pops off so much, Trisha pop off, why she ain't pop her ass and get them papers? Because if he making her this mad and she gets so angry and she down for whatever, then bitch get big mad. Okay, get Popeye the Sailor mad and go and get you some damn paperwork in this marriage. Like, you not that gangster. Cause she said that even in the episode, she was like, yeah, remember we used to fight? I used to fight all the time when she was in high school, like acting like she was all big and bad. And I'm like, Trisha, you don't look like you would bust a damn grape. You look like one of them females that talk a whole lot of shit and they ain't got nothing to back it up. But again, if you got all this shit to talk and you so big and bad, you should have been got a damn divorce. That's what you should.
I think too. I think just like women should have standards and don't be with nobody who ain't ready to get married. If women say this, I feel like men need to have that same exact thought process too. Baby, if it's already been a year, almost two, and she still ain't making like she ain't even drove past the court.
Girl.
Do she even know where it's at?
Now she ain't drive past the
Do
car.
she even know where it's at? Do we need to get on Google Maps and
Girl.
print it out like the old days and say, girl, here it is.
Mm-hmm.
Get on expressway, highway, blah, 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 and take your butt there.
Yeah, that part. Somebody's mama. He's definitely Captain Save a Hoe. Okay.
And he keep attracting those type of women.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say this: I do think that Ken do need to leave. I call her stiff chin, and I think stiff chin just. I think she want her cake and eat it too. She don't want to divorce that man because a
No.
lot of her like the toxic part that comes along with it.
You know what?
My opinion.
I don't even care about this Trish and Ken story anymore, to be honest, because I don't have enough investment in it. It's stupid as hell.
Yeah,
Like, had
I
that,
agree with that too.
yeah, I mean, and we can might as well roll right into the review and just not the whole episode. We'll talk about different parts. When she sat down with her sister Ebony, I thought
Yeah.
it was very silly and dumb for her to be seeking the approval of her family to leave her husband. If you keep on talking about there's no communication, why are you not talking to this man? Why are you not forcing communication? And if there's no communication, then go on and get rid of him. Why are you holding on to him?
But it's also given too from the sister, like she liked the man. Cause
Well,
she kept saying, I was hoping that y'all was gonna work it out. I didn't think it was gonna be this. And so I'm like, what is really going on with
her
this?
sister is an idiot, because my thing is, you told me, I thought you and Ken were just having fun, but you so into marriage, you think that marriage is important, but you okay with your sister having fun with another man and living in a house with him, and you live down the street, so you know they live together. Stop playing on our tops.
And that
That
was another thing. I'm like, so nobody knew nothing. Like you just oblivious to everything.
child, these are a bunch of lies and scams that Carlos King set up to bring us to the bullshit. Okay.
Literally, it's not adding up. And at this point, I'm just gonna call a thing a thing. I'm almost wondering if this is fake for TV and the real husband didn't want to be there, so they concocted this whole storyline. Because if we fighting every day and you going upside my head or I'm going upside your head and we can't get it together, baby,
Child.
they the devil in hell that's gonna go to make me stay with you. So I don't understand it, and it's not coming together. It ain't meshing. It don't make sense for Ken to even add in and say, "Oh, did Martell really sleep with her? You're making it seem like a big deal." Why
Child.
does it matter? And girl, why you upset? Was your cookie not good enough, and you mad that he don't remember?
Let me
I'm confused.
I don't know what the hell Trish and Martell done did, but at this point, I don't give a damn. I just want them to stop making up shit. Somebody told me that Kent is a Tyler Perry actor.
Oh, really?
Allegedly. Yeah, I'm gonna say allegedly. They said that he has acted in Tyler Perry movies. So or
Oh,
so I'm just like, is this fake? What are y'all really doing? Like, and my thing is, it just doesn't make any sense, because I mean, her sister Ebony had on a Tyler Perry wig, so it all makes sense. It all makes sense. Maybe that is what's happening. We
and
we
see, I didn't even know that, and that's why I brought up the fact, like, is this even real? Because it don't make sense. I did not know that,
child. I got to look it up and make sure, but yeah.
and
Mm.
I was just about all the Tyler Perry. I don't remember seeing that man.
Girl, I could see him on up on Sisters dating Danny.
He's a good looking man too. Ken
He is.
is a good looking man.
He is, but Trisha, she don't even look comfortable around him. Like,
Yeah,
she's not. He'll go to touch her, and she like cringe.
tense up. Mm-hmm.
But y'all live together, like y'all bought a house together. What? This ain't making no sense. And my thing is, I feel like y'all brought these two on the show to try to bring some type of something, and for Stormy to have a tally in her book of bringing some drama on here. It's not giving what you thought it was supposed to have gave. Okay.
So do you think that Stormy is the corporate behind it, or
Absolutely. I think Stormy knows that Trisha may have done something inappropriate with Martell. So she's trying to bring that on the show. Listen, Stormy been lying from Jump Street. She lied about not knowing Ariana. She lied about how she got on the damn show, or hasn't really been forthcoming about how she got on the show. Like I'm over Stormy too. Over her.
yeah? Dang. Okay. So she came through Stormy.
Yeah,
That
that's friend. That's
okay.
friend. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, child, whatever. But what you think about everything else on the show was like nothing. Like, only thing else that really happened was Stormy going to jail, and then Stormy and her mama. Because I really don't care about Martell and his stupidity at the bowling alley. It ain't shit.
Yeah.
But what do you think? Tell me what do you think about Stormy and her mother? And
I think Stormy mother is a piece of work, but we know that we'll synced her, and you know how she was cutting up on air and off air. So her mom is definitely a piece of work. And
mm-hmm.
I think, and I see where Stormy is coming from, where it's, dang, I called you about something and you want to throw something in my face. Talk about that's what I get for being, this ain't the time. We can
No,
have that conversation another day and you will still be wrong, but this ain't the time to have this conversation. So I think Miss Betty, you do a lot of stuff for TV as well, and you're looking for some type of shock factor because, for you was walking off like, I already been telling people I don't apologize for stuff I do, and look at me apologizing. Well, baby, she ain't know anybody. There's
that's
somebody who came out your hoo-ha. So this ain't no anybody. You're trying to sum Stormy up as if she's some nigga from off the street. You summing Stormy up as she one of your co-workers. Child, this is your daughter.
yeah.
So, I mean, and I also feel like bringing up again another castmate to justify whatever you was trying to justify don't even make sense.
No,
It don't
no.
make sense. At this moment, she had to go to, had a warrant out for her arrest
It's sad.
over some bull crap. And then you should have been like, dang, that is messed up. I wish it, like, you bringing up mail, bringing up the millimeters, all of this stuff don't even make sense. Let's talk about the point of hand as to why y'all sitting outside in 100-degree weather. Like, that was the, like, get to the point so we get to the air.
And that's that on that. I do not care. I do not care about all this stuff. Shout out to Scotty by nature, my boo,
So,
my
Scotty.
cat. What's up? What's up? This whole situation with Stormy, I think that this was just a way for um Carlos to try to garner some sympathy for her from the audience because clearly don't nobody like her. We can see through how thirsty she is. So the audience doesn't is not connecting with her. So honestly, after taking a look at it, I thought back to Stormy's mother Betty and Betty at the whole fight scene. Remember when Stormy went live and people were posting the live of Stormy in the car and everybody was like, "Oh my god, your mom is so nice. We want her
Mm-hmm.
blah blah blah." I'm torn between I do think Stormy has somewhat of a toxic relationship with her mother, but I also think
Of course.
playing it up for the cameras too to try to garner sympathy for Stormy. I'm starting to feel like that. I really do because at the
Hmm.
end of the day, Stormy, you sitting up here crying over this stuff with Miss Black Titanic or whatever. But you was gonna be in and out of there, girl. And you knew that.
I
You
don't think, okay, so from my point of view, I don't feel like it had anything to do with the content creator. I
mm,
think it had everything to do with the fact that I got to stop what I'm doing
yeah.
over some bull crap. And it is embarrassing. I
hmm
mean, it is what it is. Whether you like Stormy, not you, you know what I mean. You
Yeah.
whether the people like Stormy or not, it is a thing. So that's just my side of it. I just think that it was just like a dang, I can't believe this happened. You know, And I don't think it has anything to do with the show.
This is a good question. I wonder how Destiny feel about Stormy getting cool with the content creator who went to her house. I think that's worse than going to a warehouse parking lot. Yeah. So
I
remember,
forgot about that.
he went to Destiny's house and did video of the whole house and everything.
Hmm.
But Stormy been in his chat giving him $4.99 super chats. So, but you so cool with Destiny, and you paid for a whole birthday dinner for her. Like, I don't. But here's another question I need answers to. Why are y'all rolling out the red carpet for this broke ass bitch? What is she doing for y'all besides providing you a headache?
And a bill.
Yeah, I ain't never seen somebody so goddamn needy that's not providing nothing to my life to make me better. You need so much. I just, but hey, you like it, I love it, because that's what you're just gonna do. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna spend your money on whatever the hell you want to spend your money on, okay? But why am I paying for a birthday party for Destiny? Riddle me this, Batman, because I'm confused. I am confusion, okay? Destiny don't care as long as she getting money. Exactly. Exactly. But
Yeah.
child, I don't know what to say about Miss Betty. I think that there is a piece of Miss Betty that is jealous of Stormy. I think
Mm-hmm.
Stormy does look for motherly love in different places. I think that may also contribute, her lack of relationship with her mother may contribute to her need to be seen all the time.
Yeah.
I think that
Mm-hmm.
a big role in it. Like, I think she needs attention. She's craving attention. She's fighting for it because she doesn't get the love and attention that she needs from her mother.
Yeah.
There is never
It's a lot going on with them. Like they really need you to go get some counseling their doggone self.
absolute
Um,
and not,
honestly, and for her to be so open about saying that about your daughter is crazy. It's crazy.
yeah, ain't no sound bowls gonna help you find no healing in your relationship with your mama.
Just
And
let them sound balls go. Don't even
yeah,
touch them.
sound
Just
bowl,
leave them alone.
and get you a therapist as a sounding damn board, a real therapist, not that old cockamamie cuckoo life coach that Destiny got over there for free. That's one of her friends that's a life coach, and she just probably got her sitting up on her channel giving her terrible advice, in my opinion. Okay, but anyway, Stormy, get you a real therapist, get your shit together,
Yeah.
and really dive deep into why you need you such an attention whore, because it's a real thing. You got a problem, and you need,
And take your mom off. I think
yeah,
if this was a way to get some type of sympathy, this
hmm,
backfired.
yeah,
It backfired big time. And maybe a little sympathy was given to Stormy on the side of dang, your mama is a butthole. But if it was a way to make her mama look softer, it didn't work.
no.
It just made it more of, oh, she's everything that what the people are, claiming her to be. So
And I can't stand people that be like, "Oh, I don't apologize." Well, bitch, don't be around me, because if you wrong as a goddamn thong, don't play with me. Okay, apologize to me, cause you
apologize.
apologize to your ass if I do some shit that's wrong.
Surely is you sure gonna be looking for it and gonna be demanding it.
Exactly. So
Gonna demand it.
I don't get it. Her mother is absolutely trife, and
Yeah.
there's no way that I would never show up. I would not show up for my son. I don't care if my son dead fucking wrong. I'm still gonna show up and see that he's okay.
That part.
Like, really? I don't
And
understand.
most mothers would. Out and for anybody that's saying, Stormy was wrong. If your child did the same exact thing, you're showing up for her. We have seen people who has taken people out and their parent is sitting in the courtroom supporting them.
Right, right.
Like, come on, y'all. I just feel like Miss Betty is, like I said, it's some work. And I also feel like Miss Betty don't need to be back on the show.
No, the
Because
mom,
even when you had your time to redeem yourself, to me, you made it worse.
the moms on this show have been a total bust. It's a total bust. We gotta let it go. The only one that act like they got some damn sense is Miss Van and Courtney's mother at this point, because
Yeah.
I loved how Courtney's mom came in there and just absorbed
Yeah.
everything from
Mm-hmm.
Stormy. And I think that could, the way that Stormy released on that lady,
Yeah.
tell that she's lacking that from her mother. That's why
And
Stormy.
I feel like a lot of them tears, I feel like embarrassment played a part, but I
Yeah.
think a lot of it really was, dang, my own mama didn't come here. Because that's what she kept talking about. Her
Mm-hmm.
mama didn't come.
Nope, she didn't.
And I got to, depend on my mother-in-law, which is just as good because you would want your mother-in-law to be just like your own mother. So I'm not mad at that. But she had to depend on love and support from somebody else
Mm.
because you can't even be there.
Yeah. Here, you know what? I wanted to ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Since Mel and Martell cannot be around each other, how do you think they're gonna film this reunion? Do you think Mel gonna show up?
Oh, yes, I do.
You think she gonna show up?
I think she'll be there.
I think she's going to quit, and I think she's not gonna show up
Hmm.
because she says she hasn't been watching the show. And she hasn't even posted her reunion look. I mean her promo shoot look. She hasn't posted any of that. And usually she would at least post it so that she could promote the designers and stuff that got her together.
Mm-hmm.
That I think Mel is going to be done with this show. That's why she's revealing all this stuff on TikTok. Now, I don't know if Keke's untimely passing is going to make a difference.
Right.
But yeah, this reunion this time is going to be something.
Hmm. I don't know. A lot of me saying yes, I think she'll show up.
Yeah,
I think she'll show up. And if it comes down to Mel or Martell, I think that they should do Martell like they did what was that girl from Basketball Wives that had her in the back the whole time doing a reunion?
who?
Uh
Uh,
she played flag football. She got into it with Eva
Brooke?
Lane.
Was it Brooke? Not Brooke.
No, she's one of the newer girls. OG, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh,
OG. I
Evelyn.
think it should be, where he'll have to sit in the back or do it to where he'll have to have a scene by himself. He can't be out there, or if it's having him to come back, she'll leave, and
Mm,
vice versa. Because as of now, I don't see him being on the stage the whole time. No way, because you ain't got nothing going on.
no.
So,
Well, well, well.
but if she leaves the show, I'm not mad at that either. Because
Yeah.
again, for the people who've been following me, I've been team Melody leave. I got ate up alive. Why would she leave? That's her show. She ain't got it. I was like, but if you're in a toxic situation, then you leave. That's what happens when you're in a. And the people would eat me up every time, but it just turns out. I'm like, okay, y'all. All right. If y'all like it, I love it. If you like it, I love
Girl,
it.
people just get a mood swing and a hot flash every time they remotely think somebody's saying something negative about Mel. And we don't
Yeah.
say negative about that woman. But you know what? And I'm gonna say this to y'all right the freak now. Y'all stop talking mess about my friend in my comments. Cause I'm not going. I like everybody comments just because I appreciate you even taking the time to comment, but y'all gonna leave my friend alone. I'm telling you right now, because I'm gonna have a little piece of something to say. Cause y'all know I love my friends, and this one right here, this is my friend. All right. So let's just be respectful. It's okay for y'all to have different opinions. But sometimes I just be wondering if y'all running Tyler Perry plays in your head.
That part.
Y'all be coming up with stuff that, and I'm not saying, not the people that's in the chat right now.
Chat. Yeah.
Later on, like people will watch my video later and they'll be like, Sean don't like Mel. Sean, her face when she was talking about Mel was just, I'm like,
And they be making up whole stories. And I be like, baby, what part of the conversation was that? Baby, run
Yeah,
that back. Tell me the timestamp because
yeah,
I know folk cheese and crackers. I ain't saying nothing that
yeah.
you're putting in here. But I'll say this though. I, I will want you. I don't delete my videos. They still up there. I
Mm,
delete my comments. I don't do anything. So let me tell you this. Go find a video where I have said anything negative about this woman. Please and thank you.
mm.
Please. We deal in receipts. Go and show and not assuming and alluding what it seemed like. I don't do seem like. Nope.
Mm-mm.
I need facts. Verbatim. What was said. So but
Yeah.
I ain't worried about that. People can think what they want to think. However, I do think that she may stay and just for the reunion, but I've always been team I think Mel should leave. I've been that for almost 2 seasons now.
You know what I think? I'm kind of hoping that she doesn't come because then I want to see Mark because Carlos thinks that the Scots and Stormy can hold this show together. Let's see what they talk about without Mel there.
Mm-hmm.
Cause all y'all talk about is Mel. That's it. All of y'all storylines are built around Mel. We haven't talked not a lick about the Scots and these lawsuits. We ain't talked about none of that. Even though we know you can't go deep into the lawsuit because it's a
Correct.
but
Mm-hmm.
y'all are pretending like you doing all this work and all these projects and you're just so amazing. Everything's great. We don't talk about Stormy and her lack of time management, getting orders out to people. So Stormy then did, and you know what? Stormy them got made $1 million on TikTok, right? How fast did she get those orders out? Because to be able to have the capability to keep on selling on TikTok, they have a certain requirement for you to get products, customer satisfaction, for you to get products out to customers. With Melody on TikTok, I would get my product that I ordered from her on TikTok faster than I got the products that I ordered
Mm-hmm.
because she probably has a method where you gotta have this stuff out in a certain window to get a certain rating. So I feel like Stormy is probably because she gets allegedly, but I've seen it on Alibaba. She must order the products directly from them, and then you gotta wait for it to come from China, and then you gotta ship it out. So that's what's probably making her time very short, long, much longer for delivery. So I don't know. I'm just like this Stormy and Mel feud. Do y'all? I don't know what's going on. Carlos King avoided that question as well with Heavenly on their last podcast. Heavenly was like, "Do Melody and Stormy get along? Like, what's going on?"
Mm-hmm.
Question. But he seems to keep on trying to ask Heavenly questions about Melody. Like, it seems like Mel doesn't have any relationships with anybody on the show. What do you think? Don't you think Stormy is more like a nucleus of the show now? I'm like, here you go, trying to spin a narrative. Child, I don't know. Ain't nobody on this show gonna tell the truth. The Scots, the Stormy and her husband, Martell, nobody.
But I would say this though. If Mel leave, I just feel like the show need to be canceled anyway. But y'all know how I feel about that anyway.
Mhm.
However, um, I think, and I've said this before, I can be fair because this is a TV show at the end of the day. I can be fair. I think if Mel leave, the Scots, I think Maurice and Kimmy needs to leave. But I do feel like Tisha and Marcos do have a storyline because they do have a lot going on. It'll just be up to the producers and Carlos to be like, hey, y'all need to literally start talking about some of this stuff. The fact that, they're in this whatever new place that they living in. I don't think there's anything wrong with showing how hard it is to run a business and you can do it without shading another woman.
Mm-hmm.
More so, like, you can talk about how it is to run a business and be a full-time mother and a wife, and like, you can do all of these things without trying to shade another woman for, going and conquering the world on how she see fit on doing it. And I'm talking about Mel, y'all, because he keep throwing little digs at her for, her standing up and having to take care of her kids as she should, because she got 4 crumb snatchers. I
Right.
don't know why you think she got to sit at home and play with her toenails, but she got to feed herself and them cheering. So it's crazy for me for him to keep saying that, but I think they got a storyline. I like how Tisha was introduced to us, being a stay-at-home mom, wanting to branch back out. Now that she done got back out, she realized, you know what, I don't even like it like that no more. What can I do that is more home-based? What can I do that's more? And I think that is a good storyline. And we can also get off the drama of him cheating. We got it. He cheated, he's cheating, he done cheated. It ain't no, if the heifer ain't came out by now, we gonna let it alone.
Right.
And this what the show was started as. It was good enough then, and we liked it then. From season 1 and season 2, I feel like we can pick it back up in season, whatever season we in right now or going to.
But Tisha, if you're a broker, where's the houses that you selling or the commercial properties that you selling? Where your agents at? Like
Yeah.
the office and you a broker. Haven't sold
Hmm.
not one property in your life, but you got the education to be a broker. I am confusion. That's all I.
Yeah. And I like Dr. Francis. I think that would have been good to see her
Mm,
still going to sit with Dr. Francis. I think we needed that on the show because he opened her up to a lot of things.
mm-mm.
For her to see other than what Marceau keep feeding and stuffing down her throat.
Marceau is a colloquialism creator, and none of them make any sense. He like to make up all these. It's just like if I'm painting a wall and the color doesn't match, and I get a chip out of the wall. That's like a chip out of your personality. That's some bullshit that he would say. Like, and it just be like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, he is annoying. I don't even know how she has conversations with him. I just want him.
Yeah.
It just sounds like a lie every time he come out of his mouth with anything. So, but Tisha like it, and I don't love it. It is what it is.
Yeah. And then there's that part right there.
It's big.
So I don't know. I don't know. I hate that it went downhill the way it did. Like
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it went down bad. Bad.
Yeah.
Like, so I kind of hate that, but I
Tisha
don't know. I
is
don't know.
Tisha uses being a mom as an excuse. That's what it is, and she's
And
lazy.
that could be a thing too.
She don't want to do no work. I mean, because there will be no way that you couldn't balance, or maybe she just feel like I don't want to have to balance being a mom and doing all this other stuff. But you cried so much about being a businesswoman. Go sell houses while your kids at school.
Yeah.
You're not doing the work. You don't need an office to be able to do the work for the things that you need to be doing.
Right. Right.
But child, whatever.
I don't know. I'm not gonna go as far, and I know y'all ain't gonna like this. I see it in the comments tomorrow, child.
Mm,
I don't know if I can honestly agree if Mel was to leave the show that it wouldn't work anymore. I don't know if I can honestly say that. And the reason why I'm saying that is because, again, I do feel like the Scots has the potential to bring out a storyline, but it's up to them and the producers to make them have it. And for all the mellow meters now and male fans, they ain't watching the show now anyway.
Girl, let me tell you something, and y'all gonna hate me for saying this. They watching it.
They watching it. Okay.
Because they gotta. It's like the thing that you hate to love. It's like I gotta see what they're doing. I gotta know.
Yeah.
So the show would be at 0 views if it. Here's the thing, and it's a true testament to the thought process that not everybody is a millimeter. Because there's genuinely people that just don't like the other cast members.
Yeah.
It is what it is. They don't have to be a millimeter to dislike other people on the cast.
And you want some real tea, friend?
What's that?
You want some real tea?
What?
The people that don't The people that say they ain't gonna watch the show still gonna be watching it because y'all content is around talking bad about the Scots and what they're not doing and can't not do. So I think it's cute to stand in solidarity, but in reality, you'll still be watching.
Yeah.
Because that's what your content is around.
Yes. That's that part. And that's what I mean. I mean like content creators are saying they're not watching it, they watching it because your whole page is about Love and Marriage Huntsville. So you have to do it. Now I do believe that there are just subscribers and people that genuinely were watching that don't watch the show anymore and they just get their content from other content creators that do, like us. I agree that those people exist, but they still want to know, be caught up on what's happening, but they just don't want to physically give a view to the show. And I
Yeah.
get, but again, those content creators where your whole page is Love and Marriage Bill, baby, you have no choice but to watch the show.
You got no choice but to watch it.
Okay, and ain't no amount, and don't lie about, oh, I saw clips. No, the fuck you didn't. You went on and recorded that thing and watched that show because you're obsessed.
I'm gonna be honest, y'all. If it weren't for my good friend right here, Shay,
She wouldn't be watching it either.
and let me tell y'all, Shay, when do I watch this show?
Right before we about to get on.
Right before we come on, y'all, I do not watch this show. So before y'all even get to talking, because
Mm-mm-mm.
you're a content creator, you're watching it. Baby, I don't even watch this show. And I literally turn it on. We go on at 8:30. All right, it's about 6:45. Let me go and turn this on real quick and let me get to it. Cause
Yeah. No, I get it. I get
I'm not. I haven't been interested in it in a while, but I've been honest about it.
it.
It's not the same show,
Yeah.
and the best that's being shown on here is just that it's mess, and that's it.
That's that on that. Period. But y'all, we appreciate you for watching the show. I mean, watching through us.
Mm-hmm.
Very supportive for the content creators, and the way YouTube keep changing the program up, child. The views are what's helping keep it alive for all of us. So we thank you and we appreciate you. Okay. Um, but yeah, I mean, I don't really have nothing else to say about the show. I just, at this point, I will give my little tidbit. If Mel leaves the show, in my opinion, I think it's definitely curtains. Definitely curtains. Because we see where they're trying to bring in new characters with some different drama now. And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
what you gonna do? I mean, and then even these characters are trying to find their way linking back to Melody.
Yeah.
How Trisha talking about some, yeah, and Mel, she was like asking me a lot of questions. Remember when she was talking to
Oh.
Mark?
Oh. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Mm-hmm.
Sonny was like, yeah, I used to talk to Mel and everything, trying to go back to Mel. Everybody knows that Mel is the way for this show. It is.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think even with Stiff Chin and Build a Bear Ken, I think that they could possibly have something, but they got to get their story together because it ain't adding up. It don't make sense. It's definitely giving Sheree and Martell. It's
Girl,
giving Kenya and her rental man. Like it's giving these things. So I don't really know about that. And then as far as um Sonny and Moses again, how far y'all gonna take the Destiny? You this. We still don't know nothing about you. Girl, where y'all honeymoon at? When is your anniversary?
how you gonna integrate with the cast? That's what I want to know, because
Right. Go over there and talk to Mel instead of talking to her about her in other conversations. Go on over there and have a little piece of coffee with her. Go
yeah,
on over there and sit with the house and help her pack some packages. Like you're not coming in with the cast because if she leaves, what are you going to do?
yeah,
Who
that
you
part.
gonna talk to besides Destiny every day? Cause y'all arguing about a nigga who was whatever.
Girl,
Who's playing both of y'all? Let me go and finish my statement. I
period.
wish y'all both would stop fighting over a nigga who wasn't faithful to neither nail one of y'all. How about that?
Mm-hmm. I agree. I agree. 1,000%. So, listen, okay. Y'all got to get it together. Moses over there, he giving y'all the slow wind, and y'all are just really tripping over it. I can imagine Moses got a long, slow stroke, and that's what's got them going crazy. It's got them going crazy. The drip never ends because of Moses, and they just be going like, I don't know. I don't know. But thank you, Time Up Loves. I appreciate you. She says, I like y'all over here. I'm going to sub. First time watch. Thank you so
Yay.
much. We appreciate you. So yeah, y'all, that's it. I ain't got no more to say, child.
Ain't got nothing either.
To say, friend.
We'll be fighting in the comments tomorrow. You know how it go.
Look, I've been good the whole
She
episode.
did good. I am. Where Lee at? Lee ain't even over here.
Look,
She did amazing.
Pacino Rose said Shay. Now come on now.
Cause friend,
I tried, y'all. I did. I did it. I did a very good job. And I only said one little sentence. That's it.
she
That's
did amazing. I'm so proud of my friend.
thank you.
So proud.
Maybe because my it's shrunk down some, but we trying to work it out. That's maybe what it is. My personality shrank a little bit with my bush. I don't know. But thank y'all so much for watching. Please, please, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with anybody else that's watching this too. And be sure to come back for our sister's perspective. Okay. No, I'm sorry. Is the sister's perspective. Okay.
Yep.
Get it right. The sister's perspective by none other than me and my girl deep conversations with Sean over here. And we're going to do that every Thursday at 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern. Okay?
Not saying Sean, all right.
Huh? Sean, all right. That's it. That's all. My first. Well, I appreciate I'm only on this page.
Y'all funny.
Y'all look crazy.
Y'all are funny.
But anyway, thank y'all for watching, and we'll see you back here on Thursday to review Sisters. All right?
Yes.
Peace out.
Bye, y'all.